Welcome to the Offensive Security Wireless Attacks course. The Offensive Security Wireless Attacks course, also known as WiFu, is a course designed for penetration testers and security enthusiasts who need to learn to implement various active and passive wireless attacks. This course is primarily based on the wireless attack suite Aircrack NG. This course was designed in an attempt to organize and summarize today's relevant Wi-Fi attacks. Hopefully, we'll manage to kickstart your WiFu abilities and get you cracking WEP and WPA using the latest tools and attacks in no time. The presentation of this course tends to be quite challenging, as it is very tempting to jump straight into the practical hacking methods. However, we quickly realized that a proper introduction of the terms and concepts was required to fully benefit from this course. The first few modules will provide the basic overview of the wireless arena and get you familiar with the technical environment. In further modules, we'll discuss and practice hacking methods and techniques. I can promise you that the first couple of chapters in the course manual are a bit boring, with lots of definitions, explanations, acronyms, packet dumps, and diagrams. However, without a thorough understanding of the basics, true WiFu is not achieved. Please bear with us the first few chapters. Do your best not to skip them. It really is worth it. The movie presentations do not include the technical information in the first few chapters. Please take the time to read over the first few chapters and get familiar with the terms and concepts before actually trying these attacks. Before we start hammering away at wireless networks, let's take a look at our wireless interfaces and get familiar with our environment. I'll run iwconfig to see our wireless interface status. I currently have an Alpha Networks Realtek USB card connected, and it is currently configured as WLAN 0. This card uses the R8187 drivers, which have been patched for wireless injection. iwconfig also shows us that our wireless interface is in managed mode, and we are not associated to any access point. We can see what driver was loaded for our wireless interface by viewing the output of the dmessage command. So that's dmessage, and we will pipe that into grep, and we'll look for 8187. Based on the fact that there are no errors present, we can assume that our wireless interface is ready for use. Although Alpha cards are very popular in wireless hacking, some VMware environments have issues with the RTL8187 MAC 802.11 driver, where RFkill shuts down the wireless interface soon after it is loaded. If you encounter this issue, please refer to your lab guide for tips on how to resolve it. In 2007, the Linux wireless stack was changed from the older IEEE 802.11 stack to the newer MAC 802.11. Most of the wireless drivers in our attacking system generally use the stock kernel drivers patched for injection, meaning that most drivers are based on the MAC 802.11 stack. There are some exceptions to this, such as the Realtek 8187 and Mad Wi-Fi NG IEEE 802.11 drivers, which are also included for extra compatibility with some older cards. The MAC 802.11 drivers generally support a single main interface called WLAN 0. This interface controls multiple virtual access points, or VAPs, which are shown to us as MON interfaces. Each VAP can be in a specific mode which cannot be changed. This allows us to have more than one VAP running simultaneously. In order to change a VAP's mode, you can use the IW command or use the airmon-ng command to destroy it and then recreate it. Remember that all of this is relevant only to cards using the MAC 802.11 drivers. We are paying particular attention to the Realtek 8187 drivers, as they are the ones that are used for the extremely popular Alpha USB wireless card. My Alpha currently has the legacy IEEE 802.11 R187 driver loaded, rather than the newer Mac 802.11 one. A quick way to determine if you are using IEEE 802.11 is to attempt to use the IW-list command. This command fails because IW is only supported for wireless cards using the Mac 802.11 drivers. To switch over to using the Mac 802.11 driver, I will first unload the current driver with rmmod R8187. And I'll then load the newer Mac 802.11 driver with modprobe RTL 8187. Running iwconfig again will show us that the driver has been loaded correctly. Now, if I run iwlist again, we should receive a lot of detailed information about the wireless interface. I'll run iwlist, and we'll pipe this into the less command. Excellent, so our switch over to the Mac 802.11 driver was successful.